Well, jury selection looks to take up the whole first day of the second trial connected to Crystal Rogers' murder.
Throughout this trial, just as we did in the last, we will be talking with the Wave News legal analyst, Leland Hulbert.
And Leland joins us now to talk about the jury selection process and who so far is and not on the witness list.
Right. So it looked like the prosecution and the defense gave some indication of who they may call as witnesses, but I wouldn't say that's an exhaustive list. Things can change depending on what some witnesses say during trial, but I'm guessing that the witness list is similar for the prosecution as it was in the first trial.
Leland, in your legal experience, having gone through trials before, I'm looking at the Rogers family, and they've been in court through a lot of this process. There's 10 years have gone by. They know some of this cast of characters very well by now. They're looking at them in the courtroom. And so in your experience talking with families who've gone through something like what the Rogers family is about to go through with another trial, hearing some of this stuff come out about their loved one, what could they be, how do you mentally process all of this after all this time?
I think after all the trials I've been through with victims and, defendants and families and things like that, there's really no good answer. They just process and they do the best they can. There is, even if they win with a guilty verdict for people they think committed crimes, there's some immediate relief, but they still have to deal with a lifetime of loss. So I think they feel obligated that they have to be here. They're being here for Crystal. They're finding some strength with other family members, but at the end of the day, it's painful.
Sure.
And there's no other way to describe it. It's just painful to go through all this, from 10 years ago, much less from a couple weeks ago.
Sherry Ballard had posted on social media that, she was worried about the details that she could possibly hear about what happened to her daughter. I can't imagine how any mother prepares for that sort of horrible details to come out in front of you.
I think they've had to deal with so much, and I don't want to say it can't get worse. It's just there's good days and bad days. I do think for families having some knowledge helps, because there's so many unanswered questions for so many years, and you always see a family having some hope when there's a missing person that person will be found. Well, the same instance here, they know the person is deceased, but there's the hope for more answers, and hopefully they get some. I don't know how many more answers they'll get than they got in the first trial, but there are 2 new defendants, so presumably some new things will come out.
Okay, Leland, thank you so much for being here.